Hello there and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. I'm of course George. Welcome along to the channel everybody, and it's a match preview. We're doing again Leeds United are back at Elland Road for Jesse Marsch's first Premier League home game, his first taste of Elland Road as Leeds United manager. Let's give him a raucous, warm welcome if you're going tomorrow. Let's have it, well, tomorrow as I record this. Today, if you're watching it, it's going to go out on match day this. So if you're going tonight as it is, give him a warm welcome, get behind the lads and show him, like he's been talking in his press conference as we get on to in a minute, how much of a warm welcome he has felt from everybody at Leeds. He said he's been walking around the city centres, having food, etc., and sampling Leeds. People have been coming up to him, you know, being very pleasant. How nice he said he was to, you know, to see how nice people have been towards him. And yeah, so do that, you know, continue to do that, get behind the boys. It's a must-win game for Leeds United, as they all pretty much are nowadays, going into the final 11 games of the season. Aston Villa, of course, the visitors to Elland Road. We literally played them a month ago, so I'm not going to go too deep into Aston Villa. We know what they're about by now, and we know what they're kind of going to bring. It's going to be Coutinho is going to be the man on everybody's lips. Hopefully not, but he was going to be the man to stop. Danny Ings looks like he's being into form, and Ollie Watkins as well. Look like they're doing well, but we'll go into that in a little bit. First of all, team news for Leeds United. Obviously, like I said, Jesse Marsch has had his press conference, and a bit of injury updates. Of course, Patrick Bamford, he said, is expected to play some minutes in this game, so we will see a return of Paddy Bamford for the first time since early December, so over 3 months now. We've been waiting to see Bamford back in the squad. Looks like he will play some minutes. He was, of course, on the bench on Saturday against Leicester City. As well, he said Llorente is available and should be in the squad. Liam Cooper is back training and doing a bit more. Phillips is a little bit behind him, but shouldn't be too far off. So it's positive with Leeds United. I think there or thereabouts it's pretty much the same as you were for Leicester. So I'll have a look at the at my predicted lineup for Leeds United, but it is positive news from Jesse Marsch. So yeah, so I expect it to be pretty much similar to what we saw on Saturday at the King Power Stadium. It's going to be the 4-2-2-2 formation again. But I would like to see a little tweak in the formation, and not the formation, sorry, the personnel. We saw Ayling play centre back. With Diego coming back in, I'm hoping that he'll slot straight back into centre-back alongside Pascal Struijk, which will see a shift, hopefully, Ayling to right back. I'm sure Jesse Marsch saw it, pretty much everybody else did, that Stuart Dallas struggled down that right side, and it wasn't quite the way forward to have Ayling at centre-back and Dallas on the right. What I'd like to see for this one, maybe he will do it, is shift Ayling to the right. Obviously, Firpo on the left, Diego and Struijk in the middle of the centre defence, and then the two sort of centre defensive midfielders, maybe Dallas and Robin Koch, which would see Matthias Klick probably drop to the bench. Then you've got Harrison and Raf further up the field, and then Rodrigo and James. I don't see him really changing too much, to be honest with you. But maybe that's one that I'd like to see. Whether he'll do it, let's wait and see. But Diego Llorente is back in, and Marsch says he expects him to feature, or at least in the squad, that I think if he's fit, he starts. So that's my predicted Leeds United lineup. It's there, been there obviously on the screen there for you. And then, well, you know, let's have a look at Aston Villa. Then obviously Jesse Marsch has, you know, praised Aston Villa. He said they're in, obviously, doing well at the moment. They've been explosive. He said the front two of Danny Ings and Ollie Watkins. Obviously, he pinpointed the threat of Philip Coutinho, which obviously is going to happen. Obviously, they've been playing a sort of a 4-3-1-2 formation. And that seems to have worked for them in the last few games. I know that I think they played a 4-3-3 in the last one. Obviously, it worked wonders. Danny Ings coming back to haunt Southampton in that massive 4-0 win for them at Villa Park. And like I said, we played them only a month ago. In the we've played 5 games since. Obviously, we've lost them all. And heavy defeats, obviously, and we all know about, well documented. We don't need to focus too much on them, but we've lost all 5. Since we played them on the 9th of February in that 3-3 draw at Villa Park. Villa, incidentally, have played 4. They've lost 2, which followed the Leeds United draw. One with Newcastle 1-0 and then a 1-0 defeat at home to Watford. But that has followed 2 wins on the bounce. A 2-0 win against Brighton, and then obviously, like I said, the 4-0 thumping of Southampton. So clean sheets in both those 2 games. Something has to give for Leeds United for me in this game, and we're going to win this game. I think it's about time we did. We've lost 6 out of the last 7. Like I said, 5 in a row since that draw with Villa. For me, it's a must-win, as it is for most people. I just feel like we're gonna pull this out of the bag and win on Thursday evening. I don't care how we do it. It's gone past that point now. We need a win. Villa, 12 points above the relegation zone. I know Steven Gerrard, said about complacency, didn't he? But they've nothing really to worry about. Those 2 wins on the bounce has pretty much seen them safe. I would have said completely safe. I don't think they were in really danger anyway. But Jesse Marsch, as well, in his press conference, spoke of his admiration for Steven Gerrard as a player. He said about his passion. He admired his passion. He did hark back to when he played his Red Bull New York side, played against him when he was playing for LA Galaxy. He said he recorded a 3-2 win for his team where Steven Gerrard scored. But he was high praise indeed for Steven Gerrard, as I think most people do. He's a fabulous player, wasn't he? Obviously, and he's a good guy in management. He's doing okay with Aston Villa as well. But hopefully he'll be on the wrong side of a result on Thursday evening. We do them on Thursday. Hopefully, I'm quite hopeful of this game. I think if we nullify the threat of if we nullify the threat of Coutinho and Danny Ings and the front 3, really, I think we've got the game. The crowd will play the part on Thursday evening at Elland Road. Like I said, a big welcome for Jesse Marsch, and hopefully he will have the 3 points in his first home league game and get us on to that massive game on Sunday with Norwich. If we can't beat them, let's be honest, it's looking very, very bleak. But it's still all to play for. There's 11 games, 11 cup finals for Leeds United now. But I'm really hopeful that we can pull something out the bag on Thursday evening at Elland Road. Just incidentally, the last time Aston Villa visited Elland Road, it was a 1-0 win for them. El Ghazi scored very early on in this game. It was February last year. They won 1-0. Both teams at that point were mid-table. And obviously there's been a bit of drama in past games, when Aston Villa have visited Elland Road. Obviously that that time where Bielsa gave Aston Villa that goal, and after Matthias Klick had given us the lead. But yeah, obviously the last time they played us, they beat us there 1-0. And obviously the last time we played them this season was a 3-3 draw. A bit of a humdinger of a game, wasn't it, really? We went 1-0 up, they then went 3-1 up before we came back. Dan James scored 2, didn't he? Hopefully he can do that without them scoring on Thursday evening. Let's wait and see. But thank you. Let me know your comments. Any Villa fans watching, how you're feeling about tomorrow's game? Is it a little bit going into the sort of dead rubber time now for you? Or do you still feel like your manager has said, every single game now is still important for your team? How are you feeling? Are you going to Leeds? Are you going to Elland Road on Thursday night? Leeds fans, is it a must-win? Are we getting to that stage now? It is for me. If you're going, get behind Jesse Marsch and the lads. Again, still Jesse Marsh is new. Give me your thoughts still on his managing skills, how you think he's going to do, how impressed have you been with his the way he's been speaking so far. He has impressed me greatly, of course, and yeah, hopefully we can get a win on Thursday. Kick the start of the season, give a bit of hope in there for Leeds United, and let's sort ourselves out before we have to start relying on others to get results for us. Thank you very much for watching. Let's hope we win. March on together. I'll see you on the next one.